Heroic Logic, hello, hopefully you're still here. Um, and this time we're playing on friendly mode, I think. Yeah, we're playing friendly mode this time. Um, I think it's a pretty strong table. We've got Jekyll, we've got Weber, um, we've got Ryan the Man. Three of these guys were all at, all three of my opponents were at the Terra Mysticon. Um, Including Ryan the Man, who made it to the finals. And I believe that Jekyll and Weber were both in the semifinals, like the top 16. Um, I was a huge fan of it when I went last year, and it would be really nice to be able to go again. Okay, we got halflings picked in the first seat. I believe that Jekyll is on a bit of a halfling spree, from what I understand from watching some commentary lately. We got nomads picked into seat 2. Okay, I would like to see green and blue here. Those are the nicest colors that you can put into this matchup. I think gray and blue is okay as well. Black and red are rather unfriendly because they create color sandwiches, and you don't want to see a gray-green combo because that's about as bad as it gets. The rare Jekyll live game, yeah, that's this is why you play training mode, you get to get people wagering their elo, or venturing out a little bit without having to wager their elos. Maybe we should look at this track. This is not a particularly mermaids friendly track. When I'm thinking about blue, right? Like 2 dwelling rounds late is simply not like a typical mermaids type of play, because their advantage is that they start with shipping. And the way that you leverage that advantage with shipping is that you build on hexes early. I also anticipate that, like, if blue is in the game, that they will likely have a color neighbor. Honestly, swarmlings look a lot stronger than mermaids here with these big building rounds in the middle. Okay, we do get dwarves, but with these 2 pass tiles, I don't know. Like, swarmlings are really good. But they won't get the double spade here. Like, the big advantage that you get as swarmlings is that these 2 rounds are going to be, like, people can spray out all the dwellings that they want during these 2 rounds, but it's not going to be that bad for you. Ship scoring, water TPs, and decent coins can't be too bad. Yeah, I mean, and also the color wheel is just really friendly to mermaids, right? Like, and they get to start with the spade. Like, it's not going to be like a bad mermaids game. It's just like a little bit awkward. And like swarmlings, like if I were picking like into TM Tour, there's no question I would pick swarmlings here. But I think that mermaids could be interesting, and mermaids are also kind of nice because they're not as disruptive of a faction. They're going to make for a very kind of nice game, whereas swarmlings, they can make things really interesting over here in the east, but then they can fuck with dwarves connection over here / halflings connection. They can abandon nomads. Like, mermaids are going to be friends with nomads, and I think that it's a friendly game, so we'll pick a friendly faction. But yeah, this is an unbelievable swarmlings track. Like, you probably don't get the double spade this game, so you probably don't get this guy in round 2 town, but like a lot of times you kill. Actually, you probably do, right? Because you start with the spade, so you would just start D2, build D1, then double spade in round 2, and then bam, you've got your round 2 town. Then temple for air 1 or something. It would be pretty filthy. Jekyll is bidding mermaids, and I think that that's probably the right play. They have no color neighbors, and having no color neighbors is really useful in late dwelling games. I have secretly decided that dwarves also have no color neighbor, by the way, and dwarves should benefit from like late dwellings because they will want to play culty, and they will want to send these priests to the cult, and then they want to figure out how to make lots of points at the end. The round 2 Earth Spade is also really nice. They probably start with the big building tile, which is, like, it never hurts dwarves to have an extra dwelling. I think that halflings should be playing double east here. So it's going to be quite nice for a lot of these players. I don't know that I want to end up on dwarves too low here, but things do look fairly friendly for them. Oh, I don't. Like I said, I feel like mermaids are kind of awkward here. Like, if nomad stronghold at some point here, then no mermaids probably aren't getting like the final dwellings out. I'm gonna put one last one here. Double temple dwarves. I don't think I have double temple. I think I would probably. I mean, double temple is probably good, but if halflings are starting e6, then you probably just want to dig this guy in round one if you can with a single spade. Um, I would think that the best dwarves move is probably single spade and tunnel in round one. Um, the awkward thing for halflings is the late dwellings. Like my plan is definitely double east halflings, but then where do you build these dwellings late? Um, if you can ship to d6, maybe you could get up here, but probably mermaids get in your way. Do we think halflings or nomads are the 40? Well, Ryan the man has spoken. Jekyll is still on dwarves. Um, what do halflings get? Halflings probably start on a shitty power tile. I assume that nomads are going to take worker power or the big building tile. So halflings are going to start on like a shitty power tile. They're going to open with a double spade probably. And then they'll just build like g5, h7. And then, I mean, they can be real jerks and turn d4 red, which is one of the real problems with dwarves here. As nomads, it makes a huge difference whether or not halflings start e6. Um, halflings starting e6. You double dig to open the game. It's kind of mediocre. It's like kind of mid feeling, you know. I guess at least you get to open with an upgrade. Nomads shouldn't be able to. Well, no, nomad. If you start f6, I guess the thing is you don't actually need to double dig as halflings here, but it sucks to let other people have that as well. Mermaids are just gonna what, temple dig a dwelling or like what? I kind of like the dwarves game plan here. Single spade d4 if you can, and then tunnel if you can. And like these workers with late dwellings, like we're always taking Earth 2 here as dwarves. We're gonna try to send our priests to the cults. Are nomads going g4 so that double dig is risky? Why would g4 be risky though? Like you can just build. Like I'm not double digging e5, right? Like if I'm halflings, I'm probably double east here. And like honestly, if I'm double spading, then I might be going like g5 d4 or some nonsense like that, which is not great feeling. Like the thing is, halflings, they need something to do late, and I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to get anywhere to build like their last dwellings. Even if we accept that there's no final town for them, like say that we just accept that halflings don't get a third town, but then where are they building late dwellings? Like they would need to ship to d6, ship to b6, or like if they're here in the center, maybe they can ship to a7, but can they connect? They would still need d6 or something. Assuming that dwarves take g3, that it goes like nomads, dwarves, mermaids, nomads. Like you can't connect through the south. And then assuming that e8 gets taken, you basically just need d6 to connect because you probably assume that b4 gets taken. That's like a lot of shipping to do as halflings. And nomads can beat you to like everywhere over there in the west. I think nomads are just a little better because of that. Nomads have easy 3 town opportunity if I think that this I6 hex should almost always turn get strongholded for nomads. So this is a town up here, and this is a town through here. Um, I think double temple is probably the best nomads opening, but failing that, uh, there's other stuff that can be done. The mermaids in the west will be very nice for nomads. Basically, all you have to do is just make sure you don't lose G2 as nomads. For mermaids, do you put the priest to water in round 1? That's the big question. And the other question is, what favor tile do you take? It's probably fire 1. But like, can you afford to leave C3? Like, there are a lot of like small awkwardnesses like in this game. I think there's like a lot of small things that are slightly awkward here for everyone. Um, Nomads actually feel like arguably the least awkward faction. Nomads and dwarves are my least awkward factions, but that doesn't mean that they have the highest upside. It's like an important distinction that just because they're less awkward doesn't mean that they have better upside. Um, let's figure out what the nomads game plan is. All right, so if we get past the big building tile, we're just going to open 2 temples. Because it's a TP round, and I think that like a temple, 2 temples could be like just very strong. You want to get shipping or something. You want to play cults as well. I think that dominating the earth and fire cults would be a good move for nomads this game. The most awkward thing that can happen here for dwarves is that D4 gets bumped in round 1. Beyond that, I think that just getting down 2 dwellings, making that temple, and getting some cult spade action going is in round 2 is quite good. Let's see. What do we got here? Weber is bidding me off of nomads. Okay. So what is the game plan for halflings, right? Like, can we get this round 2 town? Like, I think that we technically can get this round 2 town, but is it actually worth it, right? What we could do is we could double spade, or we could double spade E10, G6 in round, G7 in round 1. Build 1, 2, 3, build 2 dwellings and a temple, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 5 workers to finish it up. And if you don't build a temple in round 1 and you build 2 dwellings and 2 TPs, you can certainly do it. That seems really bad because you really want priests as halflings, but it can be done. I don't know that nomads are like this close to mermaids. Like, honestly, I think that we were right to like pounce on mermaids early, but I just don't see like halflings. Like, halflings are awkward, but I don't think that they're bad. And I think I will play halflings the next time I bid off. I would love to see everyone go down like a tick or 2, but I do think that at this point, halflings are not terrible value, and I don't know. Maybe I would go double temple halflings. I don't know. I have lots of thoughts. Lots and lots of thoughts. I feel like I'm not going in the center. Okay. Well, we're about to find out if we're going in the center. So, how aggressively does Weber want to ship? We'll probably find out. If he plays E6, we'll see. I'm trying to figure. Okay, so he does go double E. So now my question is, can I get greedy enough to play G4 and try to ship to E8? Like that would be very rough on halflings. Um, in fact, it could be worth going temple for, or like it could be worth going temp ship for, trying to buy the priest in round one, temple fire two, advanced ship, or fire one, advanced ship, build E8 B4. I've had a lot of fun doing like a game plan that was kind of like that in the past. I think ultimately it's a little more. G4 gets some leech. E8 also gets some leech. Uh, hmm. This is probably better. It makes it harder for halflings to get down here and beat nomads, like beat whoever down here. So I think that it's G4. And I'm just going to assume that I beat halflings to E8. I think that Weber should clearly focus on digging rather than shipping, at least early in the game. I'm going to be upgrading D3, of course. Dwarves could go for this guy, but I'm pretty sure that the two workers is better. I'm also thinking about it, and I probably need to prioritize spades at least a little bit here, right? I think I need at least a little bit of spades because I do want G2 and to get onto I7 and E8. But if I do get temp ship, then I could, and I get the priest in round one, which I should, right? Halflings certainly don't want to open with the priest. Doesn't get them that much. They can always send priest to like air later. There it is. Ooh, double. This is very good for halflings. Can I actually afford to give this to halflings? I think that worker power is probably better, and then round two, if I buy a priest, then I can send it to air. Save the shipping for later. All right, I think that I can start to speed up a little here. So the game plan is 3 towns. We probably G2 is the most key hex that we've got this game. If dwarves cut us off on G2, then this game they will go out of control and it will not be good for us. We also need to make sure to advance our shipping early to secure E8. And then from there, we just slowly build our stronghold in round 3 or 4 and get our shit together. Oh wow. Okay, so halflings realize that they can secure double dig this way. That's pretty clever. Pretty clever. Well done. Do I just secure my dig? I think I just take G2 now. I don't think it's that likely that dwarves take G2 with the first action. It would be pretty surprising if Jekyll did that. And I guess if she does that, then I don't know. If she does do that, I have a pretty good chance of getting double dig, actually. So I'd probably just take away the center from her or something. Yeah, she does just upgrade over there in the east. Okay. Fire X, what's up, man? How's it going? Mermaids may be considering the single spade as well. They take the priest. Okay. They might be thinking priest to water here. Mermaids would like to lock up the water cult. Quite nice for them. Halflings double dig. That's expected. Um, so one reason that I kind of like just taking the 3 power here as halflings is that I guess halflings' plan here is to take temp shift next round. Okay, they're going to try to pass early. I see what they're up to. I'm just going to lock that hex up. It might not be perfectly optimal, but dwarves will build F4 at some point. They're going to build E9 first at this rate, but I think that this is just useful because I really want G2 this game because I don't want halflings taking away like I7, E8 type stuff. Here's a nice tunnel. It's a clever move. It maximizes leech for dwarves. I like that sort of small, slow play, like clever play. It's like a micro optimization. And dwarves have put themselves in the driver's seat for the double dig in round 2. I'm not really certain that mermaids doing this was best, but dwarves have gotten themselves double dig in round 2, which is nice. I think I've probably got myself single dig in round 2. I think it's fairly important for us to pass in front of halflings here. Halflings, by the way, have clearly decided not to take what's it called? Earth 1, because they're building these dwellings without Earth 1. I would have considered just taking Earth 1 here as halflings, because they don't really have another temple coming in the short term, but maybe they do, because, ooh, yeah, they're going to pass on this big building tile. That's really good. So they're going to be able to temple next round. Yeah, that's quite good for halflings. They could also just build these 2 dwellings instead of building a temple. I would normally prefer a temple here. I really like priest production and like where are they going. But if they see themselves landing on this tile, like that is all well and good. And I think that we are going to pretty happily just pass onto temp ship here. So next round we'll get temp ship. We'll lock up E8, B4, and I7, and then what? We'll build 3 dwellings, and then we'll just, so then we'll have 6 of our dwellings out on the board, and then we probably just try to sanctuary water 1 then, after that. That's the plan. That seemed like an okay plan, everyone? I'm a little sketched out by my own fire 1. So like, allow me to argue against myself briefly, but the case against my own fire 1 is this. We want the dwellings late, so like that means that you kind of want to build up and out. And Earth 2 definitely fits that. 2 of our opponents have obviously taken Earth 2. Earth 2 is also closer to the Earth spade. However, I don't really see myself going. I guess here's what I could have done, right? I could have templed Earth 1, or templed Earth 2, and then I pass on to this, I take the coins, and then I sanctuary Earth 1, and then that gets me the spade. That could have been the right move, because I'm getting the coins action anyway. So, like, Now that I look at it, that feels pretty clearly like what I was supposed to do. Yeah, I probably should have thought this through a little more. Like, nomads taking fire 1 is just never that bad, but I feel like in this case it could have just been a slightly more optimal. Is there ever a world where the priest to earth is good? At this point, I've gotten halflings off my back. So, can I advance my ship? Can I priest to earth, buy a priest, advanced ship build? In that situation, I almost certainly don't get the coins that I want. Can halflings make this town here? They'll do 1 spade. Oh, they took water too. Cool. They'll put 1 spade down here. They'll build here. They would need 7 workers. I guess they're a little short of 7. They're 1 short of 7 workers. Mermaids lock up Earth 1. Okay. They don't. They. What the heck? I don't know about this for mermaids here. They can't even build dwellings. I guess they'll just put priests onto these tracks over here. So I do need to figure this out. Is this spade this round as valuable as we think? Or is advancing ship and claiming territory more valuable? This is going to be a double spade. This will probably be the coins action. What pass tile am I going to get? Fast round does me good. Yeah, so coins, advanced ship, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 stuff that I would be doing. But I could still pass on to this dwelling VP or onto this ship VP. I think that there's good stuff that'll happen here. And once I've advanced my shipping, or once I've gotten 3 dwellings out, I won't need that spade as badly. Like, you always need spades, but I don't think that I'll need it quite as badly once I've advanced my shipping by a lot, so. Jekyll puts priest to earth because she knows that nomads can't double, or halflings can't double dig. That seems nice. Mermaids will put priest to fire first, I have to assume. Actually, they might go priest, yeah, so mermaids will go priest to fire, priest to earth. Actually, can this be a priest? No, I pass on to temp ship. I've made my bed. This is where we lie. I'm getting like ideas about sanctuary and stronghold next round. But that's probably hubristic. My opponents might be taking Earth 1 this round. I kind of feel like that's going to happen here. I'm going to build E8 next. This D4 take is good. It gets up in Mermaid's business. I also wonder if there's a chance that, yeah, I mean, I feel like E9 was probably supposed to happen here. I think it'll be D4, E9 now. So mermaids will go priest to fire, and yep, as expected. That's sad because I wanted this hex for leech. Yeah, mermaids are about to go priest to fire, priest to earth, cult bump on earth, and then they'll put their spade on c4, I guess. But this is so slow for mermaids. Like, this water 2 and earth 1 is not a good combo. I think that water 2 fire 1 or water 2 earth 2 could have been good, but water 2 earth 1 just feels, it feels really sorry, or it feels really rough to get going. I was reading this chat. Yep, there's the earth 1 from Weber. I strongly approve of that. I think that we're supposed to abandon earth 1 and hope that we can get enough of these passing tiles to score enough. Mermaids are probably passing for... Wait, what happened to their other priest? They had 2 priests, didn't they? Oh, they converted to a worker. They did a hard worker convert. Yikes. I mean, they might still get the first priest onto the water track because it looks like dwarves and halflings are both having a rather slow round, and I'm having... Actually, I guess I'm going to pass first. Okay, important question. What do we pass for? The big building tile is really appealing if we get coins, but I don't think we're getting coins. If we pass on to this, do we get coins? I think the answer is no. So I think that the best pass tile for me to get onto is Ryan the Man's pass tile, this 6 coins. And then I open the round with a priest to fire. And then I just have enough stuff to convert my... Yeah, then I just have enough stuff to start doing conversions. Like convert my power to coins. And I can go Sanctuary, Water 1. I guess conventional wisdom is that it's better to go econ before... Yeah, it might be better to go econ first. So maybe the stronghold next round, and then the sanctuary in this round. It somehow doesn't seem right. It somehow seems like I'm supposed to do sanctuary first. I did not necessarily expect that I'd be getting some leech here. So this... Ooh, wait, Jekyll... If Jekyll makes this temple, is she building this dwelling, or is she just passing on to this? I don't know about this Earth 1... Oh, okay, never mind. This Earth 1 gets 2 spades, so it gets D7, F4. Yeah, that has to be correct, but... I guess everyone is really just doing what I said, as in, like, just kind of pushing these cults, and wow, mermaids have chosen to forego this Earth spade. That is a decision. And, I mean, I don't disapprove that decision. The decision makes a ton of sense, but it's kind of a tough call to make, I think. Okay, mermaids are going to bump. I'm going to play I7. They'll pass, then I'll pass. And I'll have 16 coins, which is very close to enough. I do not have the ability to get the coins action here, so I think the correct move for mermaids is to pass here. Pass for like the ship BP or something, or even the big building tile, and then take coins. I have a small like moment of truth here, which is, do I prefer Earth 1 or Water 1 at this point in the game? Like, we should do like some stock... I'm only getting one of the two. There's no way I'm getting both Earth 1 and Water 1 at this point in the game. And, geez, I think halflings might pass. How much of a wrench does that throw in our plans? Okay, there's Ryan's pass, the early pass like we predicted. Ryan will take the coins, so that's a good thing. Um, well, I think we're playing this like no matter what. This is good for our econ. I think. Shit. No, it's not. It's not. I think we just undo this. We're gonna have lots of dwellings on the board. We don't need to worry that much about our worker production. Um, I think we're just supposed to pass on to this 6 coins. We're going to be a little worker short, but we'll send our priest to fire and yeah, I don't think that we can afford to be like that late in like the good shit like turn order. So I think that it's the sanctuary goes here and the stronghold goes here. Um, this makes it very easy for Weber to just spend his time building that dwelling. He probably just passes for these VPs, yeah. We should keep in mind that halflings have like 12 points plus like probably 8 digs, like 20 points built into them. And they're going to get this 2-key town. Yeah. Man, halflings are just so good, man. One thing that dwarves can do is they can try to carve this town, and that would hurt halflings, but I guess it's not really incumbent on them to hurt halflings. Okay, so let's count them. We're going to build at least 7 more dwellings and at least 5 more. We're probably going to build around 8 more dwellings and 5 more TPs this game. Mermaids are not taking. Oh, mermaids already have Earth 1. Wait, I don't. There's no chance in getting Earth 1. Sorry, that was silly. Yeah, it is just Water 1. Okay. Blessed Leech. Okay, so the sanctuary actually goes down here then, or the stronghold rather. Nothing wrong with that. And then we probably just blast. Where's this last town supposed to go? It's supposed to go up here, right? Like this is the cheapest by digging, but if I'm going to have a stronghold, I'm going to have 3 free blasts. So one of them is going on H4, I think, to make this bridge town. This H4 is guaranteed to get a neighbor from G3, so and then I would ideally like one of the blasts to go on like B3 or something for like this town up here, and then I guess I have one. I guess I have 4 blasts, right? So I don't need to worry about building this dwelling. I can just transform E3 to red or something and then pass. I probably just pass for shit VP. It's a little underwhelming, I guess. I would probably most like to get on the. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna have a ton of dwellings on the board either, so. Okay, mermaids are going to build D2 before it becomes an issue, so that's all good. Don't forget that I was trashing Ryan's game before he started dominating me like this. Never forget that I am bad at Terra Mystica. And that I say a lot of nonsense. So everyone else has tons of priest production, and I do not. So that's not a good sign for my cult game. I think that the only cult that really makes sense for me to contest at all is this fire cult. Ryan's gonna build D2 next. There's no way that he lets me sandblast that, and I think that I would, because I didn't get onto I7, so I need somewhere to sandblast. It might as well be that spot. Oh, okay. Dwarves are getting the coins action, so okay. So this guy becomes quite important as a form of scoring. I don't know that I can get it. Halflings certainly beat me to it. Halflings should be able to greed out an action. I mean, all three of these pastels are not that bad. I think that the coin. I guess I'm probably getting the one that I least prefer, which is this guy. The spade, I think I would actually prefer to these dwelling points next round. Next round is like the least valuable round to build dwellings. In fact, I might want to build TPs. I think in that case, I probably can just do priest to worker, right? Like, I really want to get on this big building tile, but I think that I might be able to out. Oh wait, next round halflings might have like an incredibly long round. Yeah, halflings might have an incredibly long round next round, and then hog that pass tile. Can I afford to give up one sandblast here? I think that I can. I think that I can because I played G4 early. I think I can afford to give up a sandblast and pass here. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna leave myself open to taking like a tiny bit of leech, but yeah, I think I'm supposed to give up one sandblast for the benefit of this tile. Like the economic benefit of this tile is also obvious because it has a lot of like it has workers on it. So all right, so next round it's I7 H4. God, this is such a sick halflings game. I wish I were playing this halflings game. Mr. Fickles, what's going on, man? Have you been lurking the voice chat? The others are apparently voice chatting this one. Yeah, God, this is an absurd mermaids or halflings game. You're eating in the kitchen. Love that for you, man. Love that. I pushed off the start time of this game so that I could eat before I started streaming. Yeah, I can't even figure out like what towns I actually want this game. Mermaids. If I'm mermaids, I'm putting that last priest onto the air cult right here, and I'm feeling great about it. Wow, they put it to fire. I don't know why they would do that. That's quite annoying for me. Barnell just talked about skipping the nomad stronghold action for early pass. Wow. I remember watching a stream from, I think it was, I'm not going to discuss this action. I think that it's fairly clear that I want to have some cult presence this game, and it comes from this track. I remember Patrick of the Isles game where it was on Rainier's stream, and Patrick built the stronghold in round one and then skipped the action. That was crazy. If Barnwell says it, then it can't be bad. Yeah, Barnwell's a good player, you know. If he says it, you should probably do it. Well, I didn't down convert as much as I would like. That I like down converting a lot. Don't make me regret anything here. They are going to make me regret it because dwarves are going to sanctuary. Yeah, I made a mistake not down converting as much as I could have. So mermaids are going to pass early, and for a lot of points. Yeah, we're in trouble. The good thing is that we're playing a game where shouldn't matter too much. Halflings did not advance their shipping, by the way, so I think that it looks good for us in terms of the getting this town without too much concerns. So I think that what I can do is I can build the bridge here. Like, I have no rush to pass anymore. Like, I now no longer have any reason to pass. I don't think I'm going to get the anything too good here. So I'm going to play it here, and then the only other player who wants a bridge this game is mermaids, and Ryan doesn't have the power to bridge right here. So I'm going to do this, leave myself open to taking theoretical leech. I don't think it's going to happen, but halflings could like TP or something. And then I will bridge to H4. I'll build I7. I'll sandblast H4. And then I think I might take a priest town because I don't have the extra priest production, but I could send an extra priest to like the water track. I don't really need other econ that much. Like I guess I could take like a coin town, but I don't like coin towns. So I guess there's also nothing forcing me to take a town early, but there's also no reason for me not to. So there's not that much that I can use to like snowball my economy. There's always like the 8-pointers, I guess, which I am like admittedly fairly partial to, but Weber is starting to balance out his economy a tiny bit. I don't know that I agree with all the decisions that Weber has made here, per se. In this round, I feel like it might not have been a bad round to just start advancing digs. And like just leave all the TP building for next round. Just have like an early pass this round or something. But he probably wants to have like a fairly fast round. I guess that's probably what's happening here. And dwarves have the ability to double dig, but don't really need to. They give me some leech. It's a lot of leech. Do I want it? I mean, am I playing Terra Mystica? That's the real question. How close is Ryan to passing? Ryan can build a dwelling or a TP, and Ryan can build 2 dwellings and a bump. The other thing I could take is a ship town, but I really don't think a ship town gets me anything next round. Next round, I probably want to like do some digging, sandblasting and digging my way to my second town. Okay, dwarves took air 1. Dwarves taking air 1 ups my desire to take the 8-pointer, because that can put me up ahead of halflings in some ways. I love this pass onto temp ship for halflings. Love it so much, because they can get d6 and then They have actually enough stuff to carve like a town like this, a very strange, funny-looking town. I guess my question is, would it ever be worth it for me to like sandblast B5, A8, A7, something like that? Almost certainly not is the answer, I think, but it's like a fun thought experiment at least. I think that the double east halflings plus the dwarves benefiting from the double east halflings are winning this game. I could wait for halflings to come to B5 and then sandblast E8. A8. Do I need to do that? I mean, mermaids are going to build A4. Like, I feel like this is still the natural town, right? I have enough workers to hard dig for sure at some point. I can even mix in like a single dig or something in there. Where do I want to pass? Halflings are going to take the coins, so I probably want to slow play it so that way I get onto mermaids pass tile. Mermaids are going to buy the priest, so maybe I should just take this priest now. That slows them down 2 actions. They have priest, right? Right now they have priest, send priest to cult, dwelling, dwelling, right? That's what mermaids have right now if they want to slow play this as much as they can. I can do sandblast. I'm not outlasting dwarves because they have so many priests, right? Like, I mean, dwarves basically have 4 actions plus 5 because they can build this dwelling. So I need to have 4 actions to outlast mermaids, or I just need to take their priest. If I go sandblast, build, TP, then I could take a priest town. Then I can send the priest to water. That's 4 actions, right? That doesn't have me passing in a particularly good spot. So is there anything more beneficial that I can do to stall? Like, I could use this priest. Like, I guess I can just take the priest now. That ensures that I beat mermaids on the pass, right? Taking this priest ensures that I beat mermaids on the pass. Yeah. I can figure out what I want to do with the priest and what I want to do with everything after this. Like, at this point, I might lean toward taking the coin town and then doing like an advanced shipper next or something next round. Because dwarves will get first option to pass on mermaids pass tile. So, but okay, they have used their water 2 bump. So building H4 is next. I think that I'm supposed to fast build H4. Because both the pass tiles will now be sitting in front of me after this. And I keep like talking all this nonsense, but I think I am going to be taking, ooh. Does it make sense to fight dwarves on this cult? I can send this priest to water. Halflings are probably not building another temple this game. I think I'm supposed to send this priest to water. Whoa, wait. Let's undo that. There's no rush to do that. I think that it's more important to sandblast H4 first. And I don't need to slow play anymore. I should probably be avoiding inefficient actions right now. And I want to be somewhat precise at least. Okay. Okay, Ryan passes dwarves probably want to pass. We'll see if dwarves pass here. So I think that there's a chance that I'm supposed to pass if dwarves don't pass. In fact, I think there's a fairly good chance that I'm supposed to pass if dwarves don't pass. Okay, cool. So dwarves do pass, which means that halflings are going to open with like... Yeah, I think that I'm supposed to build, take the 8-pointer here. I think that I'm supposed to send my priest here. 8-pointer is good for power cycling. And okay. So yeah, I just kind of like the 8-pointer here. I mean, I guess I could take the priest and send it to water. But I'm going to get a bump here and here, and that's very helpful. Besides, next round, like, it's not obvious what I do with my priest. And I think that I actually take... Do I take the spade over this guy? I could have a round where I go, like, spade, sandblast, and then pass back onto the big building tile. Dwarves will have infinite stall next round, so it'll be very hard for me to get onto the dwarves pass tile. This guy is probably just worth like 3 points to me. I think that I'd probably just take the 3 points and hard dig next round, right? Hard dig, sandblast, and then we're on our way. I'm trying to figure out how long a round I can afford here. Dwarves should not be able to mess with A6. That's the only real risk that I have here is that A6 gets meddled with if the town is through here. Could the town be through here? Probably not. Like, the town through here, I really need like a neighbor, as you guys have said, like, to make a town through here. So I think that the town involves A6. That's like the only hex that's remotely under contest here. So I think that we're supposed to win network here, right? We're supposed to win network, but we need to actually do some stuff to win network. We can't just assume that it'll happen. We're going to pass for the spade. Yeah. It's a little sad, but we're going to settle for the spade. Thanks for sending the Hidden Cup trivia name and pick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I loved TMCon that first year. That was like, that was really amazing. You guys did such a great job, and I've been like watching some of the streams and stuff. You know, obviously, like the reason I couldn't be there was like I was a little busy over the weekend, but since then I've been watching some of the streams and just loving it. So, it's really great stuff. And I'm glad to see that other people got me. You know, maybe I do have some like personality. All right, what's Weber doing? Weber's coming up here to try to make a town. Should I cut him off? I would have to wait to cut him off, right? Like, I would probably just grab A9 once he built B5 and sandblast this. I guess I am doing what you guys described, like, but it does feel kind of natural to do that. Mermaids will probably buy the bridge at some point. I think I'm... If I do build this hex, what do halflings even do? If I just build a9, what do halflings do, right? Do I need to play against halflings though? Like, should I just focus on doing my stuff? Like, there's a lot of factors in consideration here. Oh wait, hold on. Mermaids built c4. So what if I just build b5 or sandblast b5? Well, I risk halflings blasting a8. That's what I risk. Now, it'd be a very spiteful move for Weber to come all the way up here, but he could do it. And that would be a big problem for me if he came all the way up here. Can he afford that? So you need to advance his digs. That's 15 workers. So you need to advance his ship 2 more times to come up here. And he doesn't have a priest. You need to like form this town, get another ship advance, and then come up here to mess with me. I mean, he clearly can do it, and it's not clear that there's that much better for him to do than to do that. So I think I'm supposed to try to have like a regular Terra Mystica round and do this. Oh, the last priest spot did disappear. Um, it's not shocking. Okay, I think that we're supposed to sandblast here. And then after that, we're going to have maxed out our dwelling income. There's probably nothing better after that that we can do compared to just passing. Right? Like, what more economy can we get that's better than like 3 coins? I guess we could start building our TPs. Whoa. Halflings have gotten to 2 shipping and advance their digs. Okay, that's a problem. We might need to just protect ourselves. And I hate having to protect myself. But, well, no, because really, all that they're doing is going for another town, right? They can't be doing anything else other than going for just another town. I say I just build a5. Actually, who's passing? Dwarves are passing, right? If dwarves pass, I get their pass tile, but... And then I take the coins action. What hexes do I lose this third town to halflings? They could build this. 3 workers. 4, 5, 6, 7. It only takes them 7 workers to make this town and really screw me over. So I think I have to do this, make a TP and hard dig B2. It kind of sucks, but I kind of feel like I have to do this. Otherwise, I could be really screwed. Whoa, what the heck is that? I do wonder if I've misread what halflings want to do here. Because that is something that I did not expect. I completely didn't expect that. I guess he still has enough to mess with me. And he's just choosing to mess with mermaids. Mermaids, by the way, have a chance to pass onto that ship VP tile, and I think that they might do it. They're at 2 ship. They can easily get up to 5 ship next round. They're going to form 2 towns. Seems pretty good. They'll be arguably second on network. That's quite good. Dwarves have 1, 2, 3 more stuff to do. I mean, this is... I guess halflings have decided to make their town up here, but, like, they could have done that with just b6 and then a7, so... I don't know that I fully agree with this line. Maybe b6 is just a waste of them if mermaids do get to a11, and that's why they did that. Yeah, so dwarves lock up another hex, and now they're definitely ready to pass. Halflings can still screw me over. I don't think that they're going to now that they've taken this hex. Like, it would take them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 workers to get up here. Okay, they're not getting here. They're just not. They might be able to get there if they single-mindedly set it to themselves to screw me over, but now that they've set themselves on making this town in the north, I'm fairly certain that this is an attempt to make a northern town, so I'm fairly certain they're not trying to, like, fuck me over horribly over here. So I think that I'm supposed to pass. And we will just do this. Because I do think that Jekyll is going to pass if I don't. And I think that this, with the coins action, is better than what else I was thinking of doing. I don't know that I need to down convert that much, but... Okay, so next round I have a lot to do. I need to build 3 TPs, 4 TPs, a temple, and 4 dwellings. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers for TPs, 10, 14 workers, and I need 2 hard digs. That's just about all the stuff that I've got. I might need a worker town to make that happen. I guess sandblast, hard dig. Yeah, I need 2 hard digs next round. I'm a little short. Ooh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Weber is a little short of being able to, like, build both of these hexes. Because he needs to spend workers to make a TP in order to get up here. That could be really scary otherwise. Yeah. Weber also wants b5 or d6 to connect, but I guess he can just do that next round. I've blocked dwarves off their only pass tile. Dwarves have 1 town coming left. But they have tunneling points, and they have Earth 1, so I think that they're probably beating me. I feel like at some point dwarves got a little too tall. Like, this is not enough workers for them. They're going to have to 13 structures, which might tie halflings on network. How many more structures are mermaids building? Mermaids want to build 2 structures here, 1 here. So they want to build 3 more. I guess they might only get to 13. There's a chance I don't need to get to 14 structures, and then I can just build 3 more dwellings. I can just build, like, this guy, this guy, this guy, and then, like, temple for fire 2. And then that's a bit of an easier life for us, right? Man, guessing the users, like, that does sound really fun. Okay, so dwarves Ooh, dwarves tunneled. Wow. Okay. They spent everything for it. That's really interesting. And they have this, they have this. Okay, so the dwarves have 2 free hexes left. And they are definitely going to be able to build both. Okay. So I was wrong. Dwarves are probably getting to 13 then. That is clearly enough. I really hope Aaron doesn't prioritize getting here. I don't think that he can. I think that he probably will build A8 though. Or I don't know. Is it A8 or B5? Like, he's gonna have extra stuff to build next round anyway. So, honestly, if I were halflings, I would probably be trying to get this town faster. But luckily, he hasn't chosen to prioritize that. How much leech can I take? I can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more leech. Or I'm getting 7 leech. Right now I can afford 10, so I can't afford this leech. And if he decides to make like a TP or something, I can afford that as well. Yeah, so like the worst case scenario is that Weber makes a TP here. Then next round I open coins, he builds B3, I make a TP, and then I build B2. And then he would need another TP. So this is more leech than I need. There's another online TM tournament happening in the next few months. I am really thrilled to hear that. I would love that. I do love Terra Mystica tournaments. And I love watching them, you know. I love chatting them. Love everything about them. The way I got into like Terra Mystica and like any sort of Terra Mystica community to begin with was watching the first Fire 2 Open tournaments, and that was just so much fun. Yeah, I don't think Weber's going to be doing that much disruption during this next round. I think that he's going to be, like, he was a little bit disruptive blocking this pass tile instead of the dwellings pass tile, but yeah, Fickle's. I watched that first season of like Fire 2 Open where Nerdcube and Undas were actually in the finals, right? Just like here, you know, like to me it's almost like nerding out because it's like, man, I get to see these people who were there at the beginning, like who helped get me into it. So yeah, I actually do really love like the whole history of this tournament and everything. Um, yeah, this round is probably tunnel next, then TP, then build for dwarves. Probably a coin town, and then a TP, and see if they can get this dwelling. They might, like, I think that there's a decent chance that Weber lets that happen, or she can also just maybe tunnel here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay, so she has the stuff to do that. All she needs is like a couple coins or something. How many coins do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17. I technically need like a little bit of leech. if I'm going to get to 15. And it does look like I'm supposed to get to 15 because dwarves are getting to 14. So, um, who should I give this leech to? Should I give it to halflings? Halflings can use the leech very, very efficiently. They can kind of do everything that they want. Yeah. All right. On the other hand, halflings are maybe beating me no matter what. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do for sure. Okay. Jekyll doesn't mess around, just takes the coin town. I don't think that it needed to be a coin town there. Like, she only needs 6 more coins this game, as far as I can tell. But maybe she's thinking of doing like a temple or something. Um, like the power town would have been 1 more point, I think. But I guess like the coin town is usually enough resources that it makes up for the point that you lose in the power town anyway. So I think that that's all fine. And I think that I'm getting B2 next because um, it'll get me leech off of dwarves. In the auction, you had halflings at 20 and the other 3 factions at 40. Did you have double east halflings, Fickles? I'm just curious. I feel like in this matchup, double east should always be what you do as halflings. You did have double east, okay. I was ready to go to halflings on the next bid, but Weber obviously did that. I mean, Weber didn't believe in double east halflings for a while, but I think that he and I played like a couple games where I did it, and then he was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool," and obviously he's he's now doing that. So I really enjoy double east halflings personally, just like a matter of personal preference. I think that it's like a fun aesthetic uh, move. You don't think it's obvious? Yeah, it's not necessarily obvious, but like nomads specifically make your connections so hard because if they sit on e8 and then like you get to e6, right? Say that you go really aggressive with your shipping and then you like try to connect up through the north, but then nomads just like sit on e8, b4, like i7. They make life pretty ugly for you. Um, all right, what did I say I was doing? Because now I have the leech to take uh, the double spade, or the single spade, and the single spade might be useful to me, but we should figure out how many coins we need. This is 5, right? Plus 9, this is 14, and then 3 dwellings is 20. We need 20 coins, and we're short. We could take a power town. How many workers will we need if we avoided 1 hard dig? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need, oh, I'm in a pretty big resources crunch here. I might need the double spade. Sadly enough. All right, so maybe we just build e3 first. We build e3 first. Well, let's secure fire 2 first, right? Securing fire 2 can't be that bad. And then we can, whatever leech we take next will get us the double spade. Actually, do I need fire 2? Can I take water 2 instead? Water 2 feels like certainly more points. So if I water 2, then I'm much more likely to be able to double spade. I just need this thing here. Water 2 puts me over dwarves. So I'm having 2 TPs here and a temple and 2 TPs here, right? So it is happening that way. You know what? Let's not worry too much about it. So I'm building 4 more structures. It looks like they're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a ship advance in here as well. So we're going to be taking some pretty shitty towns. Ooh, Jekyll, what? No. I don't agree with this. Are you trying to take the single spade? Why didn't you take this? Oh, wait, no, she just needs this and this. Yeah, I don't agree with this, Jekyll. Why don't you use those 2 priests to tunnel? Because I was thinking that she was going to use that spade, like that spade, to get to A12 or something. Okay, there's the connection hex that we were talking about. I get. Oh, this might be an aggression dig against halflings. Halflings now. Yeah. So no, this is not that bad for halflings, right? Halflings just make a TP here, so this is good for me because halflings make a TP that I can use, and then. Oh wait. Well, whatever. This is what we wanted to do. Take this. All right, so sorry. You think that your plan, if you go e6 in this wheel, has to just be no connection. So yeah, like there's no sanctuary town in the middle either. So that is why I kind of feel like double east is kind of obvious here. And am I supposed to be taking leech now? Right. That's also probably a worthy question. So what do I need now? I need 3 TPs, 3 dwellings, and a ship advance. So that's um, 9 coins and 9 workers plus 9 coins or 15 coins, 9 workers plus 4 coins. 15 coins, 9 workers. So I have just about that. In fact, I have exactly that. Because I have 13 workers. That's really like 9 coins and 14 workers plus this, so that's 14. And then I have 2 priests. So I need 4 stuff over the course of 2 towns. So that could be like a power town and a ship town, or like an 11 pointer and a ship town, or something like that. 3 of these towns are going to disappear. It could be the 3 high VP ones. I think there's no way it's going to be yeah, it could be 3 of the 4 resource towns, but I'd be fine. So I'm definitely supposed to take a high VP town next. The question is which one? That's definitely a valid question. I have to think that if I'm Weber, my plan is TP here and then or TP here and then build this dwelling. And you can definitely do that with all the lowest VP stuff. No one can mess with this hex. Like, mermaids could throw a hard dig here, but mermaids are very fixated on making their own town, so I don't think that they're going to do that. All right, sorry. So you played halflings in every game last year, and then you avoided them until the semis, and you played them and lost. After a super long auction, CM were the 40, and then nomads didn't start in E8. Wow, who was playing nomads there? That's a pretty surprising thing to happen. But I mean, like, honestly, Ryan the Man is obviously like an incredible player, but I definitely disagreed with some of the stuff that he did this game too. Or like, not this game, but I definitely disagreed with C5 in the finals. I think he was clearly supposed to play F6. I haven't finished watching that game, so it's possible that like it turns out okay for him. I know that NerdCube won, but like, this C5 looked really bad for him, and honestly, it looked really bad for Barnwall too. I think that the E9 would have been nice to just. I mean, I guess it didn't hurt Barnwell that much. I'm only in round like 2 or round 3, but like gray green, I feel like gray starting here and not guaranteeing temp ship, it just doesn't seem to benefit them much. Now, it turns out that black wasn't starting in the east anyway, or maybe they would have. Maybe black would have started in the east if gray were there, but NerdCube made that move so quickly that I think that they might have not had a lot of neighbors, but at least they would have had like a clean town down here. It's not like they were getting many network points, right? So, okay. That actually took quite a while to come back to me. What am I doing now? Weber took a ship town. Okay. Fine by me. Oh, he needed the shipping to tie things up. Right. He was just trying to, like, figure out the exact math. He's going to decline this leech. He no longer needs it. And there will be one high VP town left for me. So, oh, he decided to secure the ship town. I wonder why. There's no way that he was in danger of missing out on that. Does this maybe give him more options on what to do instead of ship towning? Or I'm not 100% certain why Weber did it this way. And man, mermaids are not going to have a strong network. I guess we kind of saw that coming, but their need for fire too has really hurt them here. So we take a high VP town. Maybe we just take this. Or we take this and then we continue just playing. I might feel just a little more comfortable knowing that I have all this in my pocket, because I still need I forgot that I still need a dig. So I might actually need 2 econ towns here. And I probably do need to take this 2-for-1 that comes from mermaids as well. Let's do the math. So 1 dig. Oh, no, never mind. I have a sandblast. Sandblast. Ryan with CM, yeah. Yeah, I don't love this from dwarves. Dwarves are gonna fuck me over on this cult, and I don't like it at all. I don't like that at all. Six, 10, plus 4 is 14. I need 14 coins. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 workers. Yeah, I'm supposed to just take the 11 pointer next. So Weber will pass for 144. He'll be tied for second on network. That will be 150 or 153 plus 12, 165. I'm only at 77 points, and I only have one more town coming in. Jesus Christ. Four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right. No need. We just take the priests, and God, if dwarves are just doing annoying stuff here. What do dwarves do with their priest? They bumped Earth. Okay. So they're gonna send priests. They're gonna buy a priest next, and okay, fine. We'll make this TP for Ryan. Ryan has exactly enough stuff to get his last town out, so that's nice for him. He'll take a last priest town, or he'll take the 11 pointer. Ooh, that's nice. What is this guy here? Is this another ship town? Oh, Weber took both ship towns. Okay. So in the end, like, his towns were not quite as valuable, so that's probably part of the reason why he's only at 165. We're going to end with 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably dwarves take 2 points from us here. 5, 6, 7, 8 cult points and a network win. So that's 8 points. We're only getting 1, 2, 3, 4 more points. Ugh. I can't look too closely there. I think we probably will beat dwarves at least. Mermaids, I have a hard time seeing that, but mermaids, I don't know. They have 20 points, 28 points. Or is that 28 points? They're going to pass for 5, I guess. So here's 4 more. And then they take the 11-point town. So it's 100, 108, or 105 plus 0 network points. 105 plus 20, 125. I think we might have 125 beats. So we might be second. We might be second. Ooh, don't want to accidentally dig. Definitely prefer to do this. Do that. And these dwarves priests are looking bad. So small regrets are taking a little bit more leash than we needed, taking fire 2 instead of air 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 more points coming in here. 99. We're going to pass for 8. That's 107. Winning network will be 125. And then I think I said I had 8 points on the pass. So that's 133. It's not a very impressive score, but it might be enough to beat dwarves. So it might be enough for second, honestly. because there's only 125 for Ryan. Mermaids also never once got onto the ship scoring, so that's a bit of a bummer as well. Ryan says that I wasn't friends. Okay, dwarves put priest there, fine. Advance ship. Okay, so we have 2 more points than we expected. And dwarves are going to end with 117 plus some change. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry about that. So I guess Jekyll did find a way to make things slightly annoying for me. Because I do lose a resource point doing this, but okay, we'll see how the points shake out in the end. Okay, that's that. We're waiting for the score to tick down. It's unfortunately very slow. I apologize for that. I think that maybe I tied dwarves here, or I have them by like 1 point. Ooh, they have me by. Oh wait, no, never mind. I have them beat by enough on network. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was this game. Let's take a quick look at the tail of the tape, right? So we made 3 towns. That's kind of nice. A lot of towns taken this game. Wow. This was a slow game. This auction, yeah. I mean, this is a hilarious auction, right? Like we actually had these guys about right because we wound up in the same spot if you think of it that way, but we had halflings way wrong. Weber, what's up, man? Um, what happened? Well, I think Double East Halflings is really good. Is part of what happened, and I think that uh, probably that's mostly what happened, right? What mostly happened was Halflings are very good Double East, and Dwarves obviously played ball. I think that there's a world where you don't get this third town, and you don't tie network. Like, if you play a game where you get, let's say, 9 fewer network points, and uh, let's say this is like around 11 fewer points in terms of towns, um, that's like 20 less, and then you're in the range, right? So now, granted, like in this game, maybe you are always getting those network points, but we got the auction wrong. Maybe we got the option wrong. Auction wrong. There's also a world where, let's say that you could just get Earth One blocked, right? Let's say that dwarves prioritize beat you to Earth One in round two, and I just temple Earth One in round one. I think that that's also a world where I think that it's hard for you to make up points for Earth One. You probably just lose all your Earth One points, and then you get like 6 points back on Air One, something like that, or like 7 points. It's only 10 points worse to lose Earth One, maybe. Don't halflings normally get a third town? Um, if not north, then nomads are an H4/bridge towning. Uh, if halflings, so if halflings are on E6, that doesn't really help them get a town, right? Mermaids can take E5, dwarves can take D4. It's very difficult for halflings to get a center town here, right? They're guaranteed 2 towns here in the east. So the question is, do you get this north town? Mermaids can build B5. They would be pretty happy to build B5 a lot of the time, and A11. If mermaids get on either of these 2 hexes, that I guess you can still carve this town. Um, so maybe you are always getting this town as halflings here, but then you need D6 as well to connect if mermaids aren't B. Well, I guess you get G6. Maybe you're always expected to get a town here, but I think that it could have been a lot more awkward than this. Um, Dominating the air cult was a big win. Um, the fact that Ryan went priest to water in round one is probably nice, and then Jekyll went priest to earth in round two, meaning that you got this air priest. Now, like, that's probably foreseeable that you were getting that air priest, but like, it's always hard to count on like being second or the third person or the fourth person to act in round two, and getting a sweet priest to a cult can be a little tricky to count on. Um, was it a break that you got this town? It probably isn't. We probably can't really call it a break that you were the first one to town, right? Halflings often are the first ones to town in this color matchup. No, and you didn't even get like that many points off the cults, right? So that's also probably fair to note. So I think that maybe halflings were just on equal footing or the best faction here, and we didn't realize it. Because even if we take away 20 points, like I said, for connection, plus like this last town, let's say that we take away like the 9 connection points only, right? Because we're saying that this town is happening anyway. Like that's a pretty sweet game. But yeah, I mean, I think that mermaids are definitely supposed to be on A11 here. I also did Sandblast H4. That was probably the unfriendliest thing that I did. I don't know. I actually wasn't intentionally playing against mermaids. I guess it did wind up being the case that like my decisions did not benefit mermaids as much as you'd think, but I only sandblasted 1 blue, which was an extremely normal blue for me to take. And I guess I could have upgraded like H2 instead of A4, or B2 instead of A7, but I don't think that that's that big of a deal. What was a big deal? Probably, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that I was too mean to mermaids or anything. Like, mermaids got 3 towns. They took 4 favor tiles, and none of them was like a pure econ favor, so. Double bigs, double dwellings, yeah. I do think that that's hard. and like it's hard to score on that track. And the reason why I didn't win, definitely I probably could have had a few more favor tile points. Like this favor tile breakdown is not great for nomads. We did pass the best. We got on the big building tile twice. And we did, to be fair, we did make the most of this track. We were the only faction or we were the only player who built a stronghold. And that was literally like the difference in terms of the scoring track, right? Um, Arguably, that stronghold wasn't the best thing. Like, we only got 23 points from towns. And maybe that's enough to say that the stronghold was worth it. It did help us to win this area race. And I guess it also helped us with the pass tiles, and that's really important. So, yeah, I guess I don't really regret the stronghold. I maybe regret not taking Earth One, and I maybe regret like the fact that these 28 points for halflings are just like monstrously good. This is, by the way, fun fact. This is the lowest number of points that you can score with 3 towns, so that's a nice achievement there, Weber. Um, we actually scored fewer points than dwarves and about the same as mermaids. So yeah, um, I don't know. I don't know if there's too much else to say about this game. I think it was a fun one. Um, Glad we got to organize this game. I really would have liked to be more competitive, but honestly, I don't think that my game plan was that bad. It's just that like I did beat 2 other very strong players at this table. It's just halflings. TM like the Stelman tuner. Weber tried to tell us that halflings were good, and then I bid on a non-halflings faction again. So, such is life. All right. And Ryan is asking out a bullet, so I think that I would be up for that. And I'm going to stop this stream now. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Fickles.